What's up, dude? Hope you're doing fantastic. So I just wanted to have a conversation between me and you about something that some of my clients are going through or went through before they joined that program. And it's a sad, ugly truth in the coaching world that I've seen and experienced myself, and most of my clients have seen and experienced, and most likely you have seen and experienced yourself as well. And it's the fact that most coaches are so focused on getting leads and clients that they pretty much ignore the other side of the coaching, which is, okay, somebody paid you money. Now it's time for you to deliver. Now it's time for you to help them get the goals and the things that you promised they would get if they joined your program. Is your delivery model. And because they're ignoring it and they're putting so much focus on the lead generation and the conversion and getting clients, what ends up happening is that they're going to have a bunch of clients paying the money, joining the program. They're super excited to get started with them and get the results. And very quickly they realize that this program, this guy that or gal that I just invested into, it's not exactly what I thought it would be. I'm probably not going to get the results that I was expecting. And when they realize that, most likely they're going to ask for the money back, or even worse, they're going to put a bad review about you or a bad testimonial about you, which will ruin your reputation. As coaches, we run on reputations. We run on client wins. And if your delivery system is not giving them that, then that's a problem. And on the other side, if you're having the wrong delivery model inside your coaching business, your freedom is going to go out of the window, because if you're using one-to-one coaching or group coaching or courses, things like that, either the quality of your delivery would be low, wins would be low, you'd have disappointed clients, or your freedom goes out of the window because you really care about your clients and you want them to win, and you keep doing coaching after coaching after coaching, one-to-one sessions every day, all day, that you literally have no freedom in your own coaching business and you're going to burn out, right? So either case, it's a lose-lose. But if you just put a tiny bit of focus on the delivery side of your business and do what I'm about to show you, what's going to end up happening is that you're going to have a business, a reputation of a coach who gets results for his clients. In fact, what we want to have is for you to get the maximum results for your clients while you're putting the minimum amount of work and effort into this, all right? So the goal is, whether you have one client, 10 clients, 20 clients, or 1,000 clients, really doesn't matter how many clients you get, the workload that you put in stays the same. That's super, super important, because if the client number increases and your income goes up, but your workload keeps going up as well, the freedom is going to go out of the window at some point. We don't want it to be that way. We want the workload to be fixed exactly the same, and the number of clients that you're going to get keeps increasing, which means your income and impact keeps going up. And if you get it right, maybe, just maybe, as the number of clients increase, your workload might even decrease. Who knows, right? So to make that happen, we use a system called, actually, let me share a screen with you. We call this, did that work? That didn't work. Now you can see my screen. There we go. We call the system, we use a system called, let's just use orange. Let's use white. The hybrid delivery model, the hybrid delivery model, right there. And this is something that I use for myself. The way we deliver our program is something that I teach my clients. They use for their clients, and they get some badass results for their clients. And I think if you use it as well, you're going to absolutely crush it. You're going to have a bunch of really good clients. And most importantly, here's what you're going to have, and here's what we want to have. We want to have, let me actually put some colors in. So what we want to have ultimately is what I call go back, world-class program. A program that you're super proud of, a program that you know is going to get the results you're promising to other people, and a program that other people, not just you, but other people can stand behind and say, you know what, this is the best program in this niche, and it's going to get you the results that this guy or gal is promising you. And if you don't have it, you're losing, and if you have it, you're pretty much guaranteed to get the results. So that's what we're going to have. And why am I putting these colors down? Because I want to color code this so it kind of sticks in your mind easier, and it would be easier for me to talk about it with these colors. So the mainly three things that you gotta have inside your delivery model in order for you to have this world-class program where it gets maximum results for your clients while you're putting the minimum effort in. The first one is you gotta educate. This is the part where you teach them new stuff, you teach them tools. This is a part that you actually have to deliver the knowledge, the magic that you have up here to them in a way that they would understand, right? And most programs, most services, courses, group coaching, one-to-one, whatever it is, it's only about that. It's only, you know, at this part, like once they teach, it's pretty much the program is over, right? But educating is not enough. What you also have to do is help them implement. Sorry about the handwriting, but help them implement what they just learned, because people are not paying you for information. People are paying you for results. So you have to help them implement what they just learned from you so they can actually get to the results, which is what you promised them when they were paying you. Okay, so it's our responsibility to make sure that they implement. Now, obviously, we're not 100% in control of whether they implement or not. It's like half of it is on them to actually take action, but the other half is on us. And what we want to do is just make sure that on your half, the 50% of your half is fully done. So that even if they don't implement and not get the results, it's not your fault, it's really the client's fault, okay? So we want to make sure we educate and we help them implement. The other thing that we got to do that any good program needs to do is support. Because no matter what's going to happen in their journey, no matter how talented they are, no matter how good the setup is, they are going to face challenges on their journey, and they are going to need your support, need your help to fix those, right? Now, so we have educate, implement, and support. Those three big elements should be inside your delivery system. Let's dive into each and every single one of those three areas and see what are the criteria and what are the things I need to create within those. So let's go over here. We have this, and we have this. Okay. So when it comes to educate, implement, and support, there are really three things that you got to do for each. First one, my friend, is minimum effort. Minimum effort. And by minimum effort, I don't mean minimum effort from them. I mean minimum effort from you. As I said, whether you're having 1 client or 1,000 clients, your workload should not increase. And for you to deliver the education part, help them implement, and delivering the support part of your delivery system, it shouldn't take too much of your time, because the freedom part of your coaching business is super, super important, quite frankly. I know when I started, and I'm pretty sure when you started as a coach, helping people was a big part of it. Having the income was, again, a big part of it. But the other part that we both really wanted, and pretty much every other person wants, is the freedom part. It's the freedom that comes with your coaching business. We don't want to lose that. We want to have the income, the impact, and the freedom all together, right? So it has to take minimum effort from you. The other thing that it has to do is that it has to be easy to, number one, consume, and number two, understand. And those are two very different things, my friend. It has to be easy to consume. The flow of your program has to be easy to go through, but also the way you teach, the way you structure your classes, the way you structure your videos, the way you deliver, it has to, like the information, it has to be easy to understand. So you should simplify things instead of complicate things. Our job as coaches is to simplify complicated situations, not to complicate a simple solution. Does that make sense? So it has to be easy to consume and easy to understand. And the last thing that it has to do, the education part of your delivery system, is it has to eliminate confusion. And here's the truth, dude. No matter how much you try to eliminate the confusion inside the program, you're not going to get it down to zero, because even if everything is super, super simple and straightforward, you will have clients who will get confused at certain times. What I'm saying is, hey, let's do our best to reduce it and get it as close to zero as we possibly can, right? So we want to eliminate confusion as much as we possibly can. So that's for the education part. What about the implementation? Here's what we got to do for the implementation part. First thing that it has to do, it has to prevent, oops, let's do that again. Prevent overwhelm. Here's the thing. Most coaches, most people don't take action because they feel overwhelmed by how much they have to do and how they have to do it, and they don't know how to do it, and there's just too much on the plate. And if you just give it all in one go, they're going to feel overwhelmed. So we, us coaches, we have to manage their emotions when it comes to feeling overwhelmed or confused or not, right? So we have to prevent overwhelm. It's too late if they're already feeling overwhelmed and we're trying to fix it. We have to altogether prevent it. Okay, so prevent overwhelm is number one. Number two is that it has to build momentum. Because when they join your program, what's going to end up happening is that at the beginning, they're super excited. They can't wait to jump in. They can't wait to get started with you. They can't wait to absolutely crush it with you. But after a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, that motivation is going to go away. That willpower is going to go away. And the only thing that is going to carry them forward and actually get them to the promised land, which is the results, the things that you promised them or the things that they want to achieve, is momentum. And what I mean is momentum during the program and also momentum for after they finish the program. So after your program is done, they won't crash down. They actually keep going up, because we actually care about our clients and we want them to crush, right? We want them to actually get the results, right? At least that's the case for me, and I'm pretty damn sure that's the case for you as well. So building momentum, a huge part of your implementation side of your program. Another thing that is pretty much like the whole, like it's the name of the game. It's the whole thing that we got to focus on. We got to maximize results. We got to maximize results for our clients. So on one end, we want to maximize results, but on the other end, we want to eliminate the like overwork. Like we don't want you to overwork to get that maximum results. We want them to get the maximum results, but you putting the minimum effort in. That's the formula that we want to have. So we have the educate part, we have the implement part. Let's look at the support, because most people think they're supporting the right way and the support part of the program is taken care of, but in reality, it really is not. Here's the 3 things that the support part of your program needs to do. First one is the environmental exposure. So the environmental exposure, what I mean by this is, imagine this. Imagine your client is a lion. Now, one lion on a mission is going to do okay. But if that one lion is surrounded by other lions who are on the exact same mission, on the exact same journey, and in the exact same place, and they're going to the same place, the same direction, they're going to be freaking unstoppable, right? So we want to pick this new client and put them in an environmental exposure where they're surrounded by other lions, and they're going to absolutely crush it together. We want to make our clients absolutely unstoppable. So we have the environmental exposure side of our support. The other side is tailored help. Because as I said, we're going to face challenges in our journeys. And we all have different lives, different challenges, different problems, and they need you to solve that specific problem that is pretty much just for them. So they need some sort of tailored help, even though it might be like hundreds of them or thousands of them, if you get that many clients. You got to be able to figure out a way to tailor your advice to every single one of them, but without you being overwhelmed or overworked, because, hey, what did we say over here? Minimum effort for maximum results, okay? So you got to give them tailored help. And the other thing that's super, super important is access to a solution to every problem. Now, I don't mean access to a solution to every problem in their entire life. I mean a solution to every problem that is related to the thing that you're supposed to help them with. For example, coaches come to us to help them grow their coaching business. It's our mission to get you to 10K a month mark within 100 days after you finish our program, right? 100 days. Now, whatever problem that you could potentially face in your journey while you're hitting that between 0 and that 10K a month, or even over 10K a month mark, whatever problem you may face, we should have a solution for it. Now, if you face a problem in your marriage, in your relationship, in your health, sorry, we just can't help. We might be able to give you some advice, but can't really help. But when it comes to your coaching business, no matter what the problem is, you should have a solution to that problem, and you should have access to that solution right away at all times. Okay, so when it comes to the support, 3 things: environmental exposure, put them among other lions who are on the same mission as them; tailored help, so you give them exactly what they need specifically for them; and access to a solution to every problem they have for whatever it is that they're coming to you for. So that's for the support. Let's recap the education part. For the education part, you gotta put the minimum effort in so it doesn't take your freedom away, but at the same time, it has to be easy to consume and easy to understand. And the last part is eliminate confusion in the process. For the implementation part, we got to prevent overwhelm altogether. If they get overwhelmed and we're trying to fix it, that's wrong. We're already too late. We have to prevent it first. Then we have to build momentum so that momentum can carry them forward on the days that the willpower is failing them, and maximum the results they're getting because of your program. If you do those 3 things right, the implementation, the education, and the support part of your program, what's going to end up happening is that you, my friend, are going to be having one of the best programs on the market in your niche. You are 100%, you're going to have a world-class program that is the best out there in your niche, and you're going to have a bunch of clients who are getting the maximum results they could possibly get. They're super happy. They're saying, hey, you know what I paid you wasn't enough. Like, the results I've been getting is ridiculous, and I feel like I stole this program from you. That's, by the way, that's something that one of my clients told me a very, very long time ago. And it's pretty much what I aim for every single time I have a client myself. And what I want you to aim for as well, every time you have a client yourself, because if the client is joining your program and by the time they finish the program, they feel like, you know what, I didn't pay you enough for this. Like, you over-delivered for me. Do you think they're going to refer other people to you? Absolutely they are. Do you think they're going to talk about you and your program every time they get a chance? They absolutely are. Do you think you're going to create raving fans instead of just one-time customers? You absolutely are. So your reputation is going to exceed you simply because the delivery side of your business is absolutely crushing it. So if you don't have a system just like this, dude, focus on it. It's super, super important. What you do behind the closed doors with the clients is just as important as what you do on stage or in front of the doors to get the clients. So on the outside and the inside, it has to be congruent. It has to be good, dude. And hey, if you need some help with designing your hybrid delivery model, the way it could potentially look for you and what are the things that you got to do, no problem. Just click the blue button down below. Let's have a conversation together. Let's see where you're right now. What are the things that you're using? How you deliver your program? What do you do? And let's put a game plan together over chat. And hopefully that game plan shows you exactly what you got to do specifically in your situation. By the way, if you're watching this video and there is no blue button, if you're not watching this on a page, watching this somewhere else, that's perfectly fine. Just comment down below hybrid. Just boom, there we go. Just comment down below hybrid. And I'll get in touch and we'll again have a casual conversation over chat and see, hey, what do you need to do to have a system just like this one implemented in your coaching business so you have raving fans instead of one-time customers who are going to refer tons of other people to you, and a bunch of really good testimonials and badass wins for your clients, because ultimately that's why we became coaches. With that being said, it's been a pleasure talking to you guys. I will see you next week. Again, click the blue button down below. Let's have a chat and see what you got to do in your coaching business in order for you to create a system just like this one. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.